Verse 4 shifts from praise to history. For lo, the kings were assembled, they passed by together. Psalm 48, verse 4. The word for connects this verse to what came before. God deserves praise because of what he has done. Lo calls attention to what follows. The psalmist wants readers to see this truth. The kings were assembled describes a coalition. Multiple kings joined forces. These were not random attackers, but organized enemies. They passed by together reveals their unity. They moved as one force against Jerusalem. The verse sets up a confrontation. Several times in Israel's history, foreign kings assembled against Jerusalem. During Hezekiah's reign, Sennacherib of Assyria besieged the city. Sennacherib sent messengers to mock God and demand surrender. But God intervened, and the angel of the Lord struck down 185,000 Assyrian soldiers in one night. Sennacherib returned home in defeat. The Babylonians later besieged Jerusalem under Nebuchadnezzar. That siege succeeded because of Israel's sin, for God removed his protection. This pattern repeats throughout Scripture. When God protects, no enemy prevails, but when God withdraws protection, the city falls. Verse 5 describes what happened next. They saw it, and so they marveled. They were troubled and hasted away. Psalm 48, verse 5. They saw it refers to what the kings witnessed, the city of Jerusalem. And so they marveled shows their reaction. The word marveled means they were astonished. What they saw exceeded their expectations. The city's strength surprised them. But more than the city's defenses, they encountered God's presence. They were troubled reveals their fear. Trouble replaced confidence. Their hearts failed them. And hasted away describes their retreat. The kings came together in strength, but departed in fear. God's presence alone defeated them. This pattern repeats throughout Israel's history. When God fights for his people, enemies flee without a fight. Verse 6 expands the description. Fear took hold upon them there, and pain as of a woman in travail. Psalm 48, verse 6. Fear took hold upon them there emphasizes the location. At Jerusalem, fear gripped these kings. The phrase took hold shows the strength of their fear. They could not escape it. And pain, as of a woman in travail, provides a comparison. A woman in labor experiences intense pain. She cannot stop the process, and the pain comes in waves. The enemy experienced similar distress. This imagery appears throughout Scripture to describe judgment and distress. Verse 7 continues the description. Thou breakest the ships of Tarshish with an east wind. Psalm 48, verse 7. This verse uses maritime imagery. The ships of Tarshish refers to large merchant vessels. These ships were known for strength and size. They traveled long distances and carried valuable cargo. With an east wind describes the method of destruction. An east wind in the Mediterranean could destroy ships. The wind drove vessels onto rocks or capsized them. God controls the wind. He uses natural forces to accomplish his purposes. Verse 8 brings testimony. As we have heard, so have we seen, in the city of the Lord of hosts, in the city of our God. God will establish it forever. Selah. Psalm 48, verse 8. As we have heard refers to previous testimony. The people had heard stories of God's deliverance and had heard about his faithfulness to past generations. So have we seen confirms those stories. This generation witnessed God's power. The phrase, in the city of the Lord of hosts, identifies Jerusalem. The Lord of hosts commands armies, and he fights for his people. In the city of our God, personalizes the relationship. God will establish it forever. This declares permanence. God will maintain Jerusalem. Selah marks a pause. The reader should stop and reflect on what was said. God's faithfulness deserves meditation.